showing you what we can do. And we're gonna make it to the top. We're gonna give it all we got. It's our time to shine. It's Sip and Speak the Tea with D&D.
Hello, everyone.
Everybody.
Welcome to Sip and Speak the Tea with D&D plus Key. I'm Denise.
I'm KY. And I'm your girl today.
Coming to you from Milwaukee.
Okay, oh my God, y'all.
Oh, Jeanette, what flavor tea we have for us today?
Okay, today we are just going to try raspberry. Just the simple raspberry tea.
Okay. Simple raspberry.
It's pretty straight. Yeah, I like raspberry tea.
If you like raspberries, but I'm not a fan of raspberries, but it's okay. It's okay. I suggest you try it out there. People. Yes. We have a show for you today. We have topics like Haney and Garcia.
Yes.
We have a woman that went to a beautician, and then she just went for a coloring, and she got more than that.
Way more.
Wait till you see what she was in for.
Actually, she got less than, right?
Yeah,
Hey, technically, that was a good one. Technically, yeah, boy.
She got less than.
And so, and then we have, what's going on with these teacher-student relationships? And then we have the airman that got unalived by a police officer, and the people that's homeless, that's getting forced out.
Yeah, from the parking ride.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yes, they get forced out. Okay.
Unreal.
Yes,
Unreal. Well, let's get started.
Okay.
Kieva, what you gonna give us?
Man, this was a crazy story to me because I can only imagine if it was me or one of the women in my family. It's very distasteful. It's wrong. Lady go in to get a hair color. You know, she said she finally built the courage to want to try something different, to just see if how she was looking, doing something different. I think we got something on it too. A little clip of.
Your Honor, I feel like a monster.
Good day, everyone. This is the matter of Jackson versus King. Ms. Jackson, it's my understanding you're suing Mr. King for injuries that you received when he was trying to color your hair. You are asking this court to award you $20,500 for your past medicals, $20,000 for your future medicals, and $102,500 for pain and suffering, for a total award of $143,000. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. King, you believe if she had followed your professional advice, she would have gotten the hair color she wanted and you all would not be here in court. Is that true?
Correct, Your Honor.
Well, let's get into the legal sauce. Tell me what led you to try to get your hair colored.
I'm recently divorced, and I manage a coffee shop, and I see everybody come in and with new styles, new trends, and so I thought to myself, you know what, Lucinda? You deserve a new hairstyle and a new hair color. I had long brown hair, bangs, and that was my hairstyle.
This is what you looked like before you met Mr. King.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, what inspired you to change your hair color?
I wanted to feel good about myself. I wanted to feel pretty.
Mr. King, this seems like a simple matter to change hair. I mean, I'm not one to talk, but changing it from brown to blonde, that seems like a simple matter.
It's actually not, Your Honor. There is a process.
I mean, very distasteful, man. I mean, then you got the nerve to sit there and laugh. You know, you messed that woman up. Wherever she is in the world, I feel sorry for you, sweetheart. You did not deserve that. Everybody deserves change if they want to, and it was nothing funny about that. You know, that's not cool. What y'all think about that? Y'all got the hair and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm finna comment on that. I can understand, you know, she was recently divorced and she wants to feel pretty. She wants to, you know,
try
she wants
something different.
And she
wanted to do something different.
She want to start dating again.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to start? She still look like she's still young. Want to start dating again and looking different and pretty.
She had beautiful hair. She had really pretty hair.
She did. And so I did the same thing. Well, I wanted a different look and a in different color. And I did it myself. I did a DIY, do it yourself. Right. And my first time, it's not an easy process because I caught myself doing it myself, and all my hair just wiped clean off my head.
Ooh.
Yes, it did.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Yeah.
You did have a couple of rough spots.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Trying to get this color is no joke. You have to know what you're doing, and it is a process. Because I was clean ball myself.
Yeah, man. So, shout out to her, man. You gonna be okay. God got you. It ain't funny either. Don't go to him.
Funny.
Don't go to him.
That's not funny.
And the healing, you see, she was burnt her skin.
Yeah, it burnt her skin.
That.
He turned it to Jordan.
You gotta go see a dermatologist and stuff and get treatments.
Yeah, she will have to. She will have to, especially for her hair to start, being able to grow back.
And she had to worry about infections,
area,
infection and everything. She
laying on pillows, skin coming off. It's just a lot to that, man. That was unfair. If you didn't know how to do the job, you shouldn't have accepted it.
Right. And going to a beautician, you need to do your research. On the person that you're going to, because I know my experience years ago. I've always had like longer hair, but I started going. I don't say no name or anything like that. But I started going to this beautician, and she actually started taking my hair out. So then she started giving me shorter styles, which they were cute. She gave me some cold styles, and she had me believing that my hair was coming out due to like stress and stuff like that.
Oh,
then she was like, I want to do hot oil treatments, and I want to do, she started doing different stuff to my hair, and I'm going with it because I'm thinking like, well, she know, and she really like psyched me out because I'm believing and taking in everything she was saying. But then let me tell you, I finally the light bulb went off, and I stopped going to her, and I started going back to the kitchen. And Mom, I have to say it, Mother, that is the best beautician I can have.
Shout out to Mama.
Yes. She growing my hair all the way back. And I don't care how much hair, because I let my hair like net up and just get in real bad shape. But with my mom, I sit back in that chair in the kitchen, and she just go to town. She go to work.
Yeah, because her hair be nice.
Danette actually has long hair, and I was surprised up on there.
Yeah.
I had braided her hair one time, and I was real surprised she actually has long hair. But I got to a point where my hair just wouldn't grow no more. So I said, no matter what I do, it just stayed that same length. I said, well, I'm just going to do short haircuts. But yeah, it's a process.
Watch who you go to, man. Watch who you go to.
You just have to be careful. And do your research. Do your research.
Mm-hmm. Got a few hot ones this week. Moving on to this one too. This shocked me. This is. I'm part of the LGBT community. I'm an open member. I'm not hiding my card. I swipes it everywhere I go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yep. Be you.
Be myself. I don't know how to ever look crazy trying to be you, Auntie. I lay the devil. I would look crazy trying to be you. I can't walk in them shoes.
And I love you for it. Just being yourself. You ain't trying to be nobody else.
Can't do it. So this guy, married to this woman. I think they were married for 7 years. He unalived both of them due to the fact that she found out he was dating another man. I think I got something on that too.
Oh shit. A husband unalived his wife for 7 years and himself after she finds out he was rainbowing sleeping with other men. I ain't trying to be one of those motherfuckers that judge a book by its cover, but looking at these pictures, you could tell that bro got some sugar in his tank for sure. She shouldn't have even been surprised that he was doing that type of shit. How the whole situation went down was the wife confronted the husband and said, yeah, I know what type of freaky ass shit you got going on. He ended up bugging up with her, and he ended up shooting her, which resulted in her being unalive. After he did that shit, he ended up going on the run, fleeing the scene and shit. And then after that, he ended up taking his own life. And you know what's even fucked up about this situation? They literally had kids, as you can see. So now these kids is growing up without no parents. But luckily, the grandmother is going to take the kids in. Well, I don't understand. If he knew he was going to do all this, if he got caught, he shouldn't have even gotten a relationship with a female. Bro, if you really wanted to live that lifestyle, you could have just broke up with her. You didn't even have to tell her the reason why you breaking up with her. You could have just broke up with her and left it at that. and then go live your little freaky lifestyle. But instead, you wanted to live a double life and shit. And since you got caught, you want to spaz out and unalive your wife and leave your kids without parents.
Okay. And we shout out to the Bish gossip.
Yeah, and shout out to Injury Court too. You know,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
shout out to them.
personal injury.
That's very distasteful. Like he said, the young man said, if you knew that you wanted to live this type of lifestyle, just go live it. You don't have to bring other people into your situation. And especially if you're not even secure with it yourself, because obviously for you to unalive your wife and yourself and leave your kids mother and fatherless, you obviously wasn't secure in the decision that you was making. You know, that's like kids in the house when they got to see a candy jar. You got a piece of candy, but then when you sneak it, you hiding it, that you know that you aren't supposed to have it. So you get caught with it, you got to accept the
He
repercussions.
seemed like he was really confused. He needed therapy.
Yeah,
He needed therapy.
It was just,
He
Seriously.
shouldn't have pulled nobody
He
else
was
into his
confused.
confusion. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Though?
You know,
Oh, my
but some
goodness.
guys out here, they just want to be on the down low too. You know, like where, because I tell you, I had this friend at I worked for CP Rail for the railroad, and most of the men there were gay, and they did drag. And he invited us, he referred to himself as a she, and she had invited us to one of her shows. And so I went, you know, and I didn't really know what to expect. Lord, that was a sight to see for me. I ain't gonna even lie. It was something totally different.
Yeah.
But I seen guys in there that I knew from the regular clubs that got whole families. I was like, what? Oh, you know, and he all up on the next man.
See, and that's not fair. That's not
Uh-huh.
fair. And I'm like I said, I'm an active member of the LGBT community. I'm not hiding nothing. But you don't supposed to pull people in that don't know. You supposed to let, if you are a stud, you supposed to, or you turn into, however you look at it, you supposed to let a person know. You supposed to warn people. This go back to the first show I ever said when I came on here. You do not hide that type of stuff from people. And whatever you want to do with your life, and if that's how you want to live, fine. But that lady didn't have to be unalive. And what's up with them kids now, man? All over a decision that you made.
And lost
Right.
both parents.
Lost
and
both
we're seeing
parents.
more and more
Of this, this is becoming
Right.
common with men.
Yes.
This is becoming
really
common with the
is.
men.
Staying on the down low, having a family, and you know, up front, but being on the down low in the back.
Yeah.
And then once they're uncovered, they're unaliving the woman that
held
they're
them
with.
down.
Yeah, they held them down because they found out.
Shouldn't it be the other way around then? If that's the case. I mean,
It's a sad situation though, especially when it is kids involved.
these guys got to start being men for real and telling what you really like, man. Just keep it real.
Tell 'em
Just
what you
be
want.
who you are.
Just
Be
tell them
you.
what
Be
you want.
Be you. There's no
Just tell 'em
problem
what
in
you
you
need.
being you. Right. Whatever your needs are, you got to go meet them
Tell 'em
needs.
what you want.
You want it from the back? Hey, if that's what you like,
Ooh.
then that's what you go
Ooh,
with.
he said that's that
Just
raspberry
tell 'em what
tea.
you want, cause you ain't gonna be happy if you don't get what you need.
That's that raspberry
Because the
tea.
thing about it, you're gonna always keep seeking. You're gonna always keep seeking.
Yeah.
So you're gonna keep creeping.
Yeah,
Right.
keep
And
creeping.
keeping secrets.
Yeah, that was
And
a good
keeping
one.
secrets.
That was a good one, Danette.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Moving on. Oh, boy. What do I say about Ryan Garcia? He trolled us. He trolled the world, man. He got us good. You know, he got us good. April Fools on all of us. Because we thought that boy had lost his mind. We thought he was an alcoholic. We thought he was on drugs. But he came, he saw, he conquered. He kicked
All right.
ass. He whooped that boy. To the point he put a weapon on that boy. To the point they said he was on drugs.
He was definitely underestimated and underrated.
And then they lied on him. They tried to assassinate his character
Yes, they did.
as a sportsman, as a sports player. Maybe because he's minority, you know what I'm saying? Maybe because he's so young. Maybe because he like me. He himself. I'm not gonna get on these. I don't care if it's a major platform. I'm not finna change up and act like I sit with my leg crossed. This is me. So he was being himself, and they thought it was a game. So they wasn't over there training the right way. So Devin Haney lost, and the moment he lost, they said he was on drugs.
Underestimating the opponent.
So just like 3 days
Well,
ago,
my thing is, if he was on drugs, wouldn't he most likely have lost the fight?
No, they
And then
saying
the
he was on some
winner
strength, like some steroids, some strong
Oh,
steroids,
steroid type
yeah, like to make you
stuff.
stronger. But it came back 3 days ago. He was cleared, negative.
Okay,
We
yeah.
back. We are black
got it
again.
That, sorry about that, people. We had
Yes.
like technical difficulties right now.
Yeah, but yeah. Shout out to Ryan Garcia, man. Shout out to everybody over in this camp, and no shout out to the Haney crew, man. That was very distasteful. Y'all supposed to be professionals, man. You don't put that type of stuff on people's name. It's already hard to live up to your name, so when people
Exactly.
That's right.
Sometimes
that's right.
people throw stuff on your name, and then some people just automatically believe it because who you is. It was easy to believe that boy was on drugs. It was easy to believe he was crazy, and just show you how God works. It came back, and it was not the case. So congratulations on your win, boy. Keep living that.
All right.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
on his win. And by the way,
He
people,
worked hard. He worked hard for that.
He did.
For sure,
He-
worked hard.
and he deserve all the praise.
Mm-hmm.
People, everything we say is alleged and for entertainment purposes only.
Alrighty then.
And
And
please,
please, people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And call in and join in on our conversation. We have our numbers scrolling across the screen. You can call 414-215-0729.
Tap in with us, y'all. We want to see what y'all be thinking. Give us a phone call.
right.
Hit
We
a
wanna
chitty
hear from
chat.
Yeah. And if
Definitely
you have
wanna hear
anything,
from you.
if you have anything that you want us to discuss, put it in our Gmail, sippandspeakthetea@gmail.com.
We sure go look it up and go do it for y'all.
We'll research it and we'll have a conversation on it. Let us know what
Okay.
you want to hear.
TT, I heard you got some tea for us.
All right, what's going on, y'all, with this teacher and student relationships?
Yes.
Okay,
it's too much, too much.
everybody, I'm sure everybody have seen this Jock Lee, black teacher. It has went viral with his students and some students from other classes
Yeah, that's
taking down this teacher's hair. Here's a video of it.
Now, what grade do that look like? Because those girls, they look like they probably about 13, maybe
Yeah,
12.
The middle school. My apology.
we have the apology video from the guy. We had a few standstills of just what everybody was talking about, but he made a video apologizing
Yeah,
about.
apologizing about it. Well, we just showed the video of the girls taking down his hair, and he had excuse for it. He said the reason why he asked the girls to take down his head because he could have took it down the day before, but they had an interview and he was one of the the ones in the interview, and he couldn't. He wanted to look presentable for the interview for the video, and so he couldn't take it down the day before. So and then. He had an appointment immediately after school. So he asked the girls, to take down his hair. And so he got a lot of backlash behind that. And he stood on it, and he said he had a good relationship with his students, and he called them his besties, his best friend. And he said the administration of the school knew about the relationship he had with the students, and also the videos. And he said he had even got consent from the girls'
of the
parents of the
Wow.
students, you know, and he had them in a couple of his videos. And he also had a video out there with him letting one of the students paint his nails because he was saying she was going to become a nail tech.
Yeah, that's
You know, he stood on this. I think he was trying to. I don't think he
meant any harm
meant
and
any
trying
harm.
to cross a line. Like he wasn't trying to be having no type of intimacy or gaining a type of intimate relationship with them.
it's
He wasn't
2024,
trying
man.
to.
It's 2024. We cannot do this.
Exactly.
We
You
can't
have
do
to
it.
have
He
boundaries.
issues-
As a teacher, you have to have boundaries.
I understand him. He issued
Can't
an
cross.
apology. But I think we got some of that too. Let's see what he
Amidst
say.
all the controversy that has come from this video that I posted, I wanted to come on here and read some of the messages that my students are sending me during. Some of the messages that they've been sending me. During this time. Hey, bestie. I really hope that you see this message. How are you? I hope that you're okay. Our class misses you so much, and we really want you to know that we love you and we miss you so much and can't wait for you to come back. I can't believe that taking somebody's hair out is such a big deal, and it makes me so mad that people make little things big things. I want you to know that the class and others got your back, and we will always stand behind you and up for you no matter what happens. We got you. Again, we miss you and we love you so much, and can't wait for you to come back. I wish that this never happened because it feels like we're losing you.
Yeah, so people, what do you think? What do you think about that? I mean, you know, what,
You know,
that's
out of
kinda,
those girls, let me tell you about me in school. I had a crush on my history teacher. You know, when we started going to different classrooms in junior high, I would skip some of the classes, but I wouldn't skip his class.
I wish I did have a teacher like that. I had some mean old farts. That's what they was to me. It was only one teacher that I liked, but I would never have a crush on, and that's when I got like, did I take that in my senior year? And I just, had to take some classes. So I was actually going half day because I worked the other half, but I had took sign language, and he was a deaf teacher, but I really enjoyed my sign language class. So I really enjoyed the teacher, and he was actually deaf.
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, that was just some mean old farts. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I mean, I had a teacher named Miss Marks. Everybody liked Miss Marks, but Miss Marks ain't finna let you come that close to her. So I'm just keeping it real. It's her desk, and this is the front of the desk. You wasn't finna be behind there doing her nails and stuff like that. You open the door like that for yourself with stuff like that in this type of time we are in. Because look how many teachers. He might not mean nothing bad by it. He really might not. He might be really genuine. Because where we come from now, that don't look right. And even them texting your phone, they should have emailed you. Why do they have your personal number? It's just too much.
It's
just
the lines, boundaries are being crossed.
It's just being crossed. I know I won't want my
being
daughter taking no
crossed.
grown man hair down. I don't care if I'm your bestie.
In these days and times where all these
You my
teachers-
friend. I'm your
Yeah.
friend.
Right.
You don't
it's
know.
too much going on. Well, you know, back when I was in school, that didn't happen like that. I don't know. For me, it didn't. Them teachers didn't play. The teachers I know of, they didn't play.
And not saying
It
he is, but what if he?
nobody
What if he?
get close to nobody? Nothing going on.
What if it come out he
Y'all
talked
better
to
be
one of them
gone.
before?
Well,
Then you're gonna be looking crazy to the parents.
yeah, but like I said, I had a crush on my history teacher. He was a nice guy, and he was nice looking. And this guy here is kind of nice looking. Now, you being in his head, you know, he may have meant well, but you can't control the emotions of these teenagers. They look like
these
they're
girls, young girls.
These young girls look like they're at the age where their hormones are changing and everything, and so you know.
Yeah, they had a little secret crushes. They probably,
Yeah.
you know.
He wearing one of their bracelets that they gave him. See, he just messing up.
Yeah, and
He
I
too
would,
comfortable.
if he wore a bracelet that I made,
And then they told you back in the day with
I
more
have
than one
another crush
person in
on
your
him.
hair
He's
is
not
bad
bad
luck.
yeah,
He got
you-
four people
you
in his
shouldn't have a
head.
lot of people in your hair. I mean, I guess he was just trying to build their trust, build, you know, the respect, and trying to have that type of relationship.
That's
to
crazy. That's like
the
a parent.
friendship. But he said he was like a big brother to some and a father figure to
yeah.
some.
But you can't be people.
But you can't do that. You have to
teenagers'
stay in the
friends.
role as a teacher.
I understand bringing an apple, but taking your hair down and giving you manicures
And
in
he
class.
don't know what's
Yeah, you
happening
can't
in
do
these
that.
children's life and at home. And see, that's another thing. And
That's
I say
true.
this to say this. I had in junior high after class, me and I mentioned in my book, me and a couple of students was hanging around the teacher, you know, trying to get brownie points, and she was like, "Ooh, yeah, I know what you're gonna be, a nurse, and I know what you're gonna be. You're gonna be a lawyer." She pointed at me. She said, "And Denise, you ain't gonna be shit." Now, see, now, yeah, she told me that, and now. She didn't know what was going on in my house. So now, yeah. And so she told me that, and I'll never forget her. Mrs. Carter. Anyway.
Ooh, you called her out.
Yeah, I called her
Mrs.
out.
Carter.
anyway-
Are you listening?
So,
Are you there?
Yeah, so I go home and I said, "Ooh, I'm telling my mama. I'm telling my mama." And then I thought about it. I said, my mama told me I wasn't gonna be shit neither. So, you know, who was I gonna tell? You know, who was I gonna tell?
Oh my God!
Who was I gonna tell? So you don't know what's going on with these.
Man, she made this.
But you know what? That's really bad because then you kind of start to feel like, dang, maybe I'm really not gonna be anything.
I feel like
you know?
Justin Bieber. Yeah, I feel like Justin Bieber. You know, when you don't have where you go when you don't have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
So he don't know. Yeah, he don't know. What she didn't know what was going on in my home, and it kind of traumatized me a little bit because I'm going home like I'm telling, but then I thought, who am I gonna tell?
My
No,
mama
who's I
too.
gonna turn to? She said, I wasn't gonna be shit neither. So I said, okay, I heard it so many times. I was like, Bart said, like, Bart, you didn't messed up it. Now he said, oh, Marge, I done heard that so many times. It lost all its meaning. So it lost all its meaning with me. I said, okay, everybody say ain't gonna be shit, I ain't gonna be shit, okay? Yeah, so
Oh Lord Jesus, that
right,
was.
so and a lot of them, you know,
my
maybe
goodness.
the kids don't have, you know, maybe not a mother in the home or not a father in the home, and
Right.
they need some love, you know, love and guidance, and
Yeah.
and that they could take that the wrong way. That's you know, why I mentioned that, you know, because I definitely wanted that love, you know, and stuff like that, and so I had a crush on my teacher, you know.
Hey, now But
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't get it. I just think they need to just be teachers and students and go
Yeah.
back to the
You
old
need
fashioned
to-
days.
just-
Maybe when they
yeah.
had to even whoop your ass, but just doing all that, taking nails down and doing hair, that's ridiculous,
Exactly.
man.
You
Shout out to
need
him though. I hope he get
yeah.
it together. But moving
But
on,
they said no. Wait, but
He's
they
suspended,
said,
right?
That's what I was gonna say. People saying he's fired. I don't think he's fired yet. I think they just got him on suspension. But he may.
Well, I hope he get his job back, and I hope that he just learned the lesson.
Yeah, because
A big lesson.
It's too much going on today for him to try to do stuff like that. Okay, and we have another teacher from teacher that got fired for allegedly trying to groom a student, a 14-year-old.
Oh, see?
His name is Christian Enright, and he was 29 years old, and he
And that was here in Wisconsin, right?
that was in Kenosha.
Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Yes,
Close.
it's in Kenosha, and he basically said that he was just trying to. What did he say? He was just
We
trying.
have a
to,
video of it, don't we?
oh yeah, go and play the
say-
video. Then I can
Yeah.
play it. Yeah.
21 Snapchat pictures, each image deemed suggestive, getting Christian Enright a count of disorderly conduct. From a message reading, "Where did your pants go? LOL," to emergency sirens and kissy face emojis sounding the alarm. 29-year-old Enright is accused of grooming a now 14-year-old girl at Kenosha School of Technology.
It's terrifying.
Brittany Lawton is a Kenosha Unified School District parent. She also says she's known Enright since childhood.
We've always known that there was something off. There's always been something not quite right, but no one could ever, no one knew that it was going to get to kids.
According to this criminal complaint, in February, the student admitted to being Snapchat friends with Enright since June 2023. Cell phone records show the two messaged daily for months. At one point, Enright sending almost 600 messages in a week. Lawton and other parents have been protesting against the now former teacher.
It's just horrifying to think that this could have been my kid and it would have been swept the same way.
Prosecutors say Enright denied having an inappropriate relationship, saying he was trying to build the student's confidence. The district says it can't comment on personnel matters, releasing a statement saying in part, the district takes seriously all employee performance and misconduct that could jeopardize the health, safety, and welfare of students.
There's always the risk, but you don't ever think it's going to be so close to home.
In Kenosha, Bria Jones, Fox 6 News.
I got a question. I'm just goofy, but is his last name Enright?
Yeah, Enright.
Enright.
He been freaky since birth.
Well, you heard her say they knew him through school, and he was always
A little off.
Yeah,
Dude, last name
Thought it was
Enright.
something
weird
about him.
behavior, and he said he was only trying to boost the students' confidence.
He said, I'm trying so hard to be appropriate right now. Red flag, red flag, red. What the hell? What's
Like,
going
what
on?
does that mean? Right?
What do you people? I just want to know the people that probably got that in their mind somewhere out there. That's a teacher. What do you see in a child? Like, what
But
do
you
it
know
mean?
what? These perverts, pedophiles and stuff, that's probably why they get into the school system, to get closer to kids.
Could, yeah, big possibility. That's where it's at.
To
yeah.
get closer to
Yeah.
kids.
They got all
And become
access.
teachers, yep.
Yeah, and I don't get what he meant by he was trying to build the student confidence, and that's where I go back to you don't know what's happening in these students' home. You know, they may have a broken home, and you know things are going on in their home, and then they go to their teacher. You know what I'm saying?
These parents have to be on
easy,
alert.
manipulated.
Yes.
They have to be on alert. This time now that you got to start going through their computers, their laptops, their phones and messages and stuff with the schools, because
It's a lot of it's going on.
it's getting crazy now.
My nephew gonna homeschool. We gonna try to figure out some homeschool for little
these
buddy.
teachers,
He's too
like-
crazy out here.
It is.
It's ridiculous. It don't make
And
no
he
sense.
said that the detective said this is a form of grooming this behavior is giving students special attention, developing secrets, desensitizing and normalizing sexual topics.
And it's teaching them how to be deceitful to their parents too.
Right.
It's teaching them how to be deceitful and hide secrets from their family too. Because I'm pretty sure they didn't let their parents see their Snapchat. They had to get caught. They didn't volunteer that information.
Right.
He just did too much. He was just too in the open with it.
And pushing personal boundaries.
And that's why that African American man, I feel bad for you. But you see, look, it's this type of stuff that makes people think the way that they think, no matter who you are, no matter how cool, whatever.
It's just too much happening now that you can't open yourself up to you know to where you can get yourself to a lot of trouble like he did.
It's bad.
Trouble.
And we just had a teacher in what was that? Was Kenosha, where he was biting his students actually and touching them.
Oh,
Jamil. They just had him on there that he got fired. So and he was a black teacher. He was actually biting.
I don't know. I think charges should be brought
biting his students
against him, not just being fired. That's not enough.
That's not good enough. He could get another job somewhere else in another city.
He was biting his students, so
that's got to be a charge. There should have been charges brought
That's
up.
sexual, man.
Yes, but this not a
Doing
good
harm.
idea.
That's like maltreatment to a child.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't he have charges against them?
They killed me picking and choosing what they want to bring up charges on.
Exactly.
We have to do better in protecting our children.
Yes.
We really do.
It's getting bad.
And it's just more and more and more happening every day.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but most of the lives taken away now are our babies.
Yeah.
It's just young, our babies.
It used to wouldn't be women and children now.
They don't believe in that no more. It's whoever it is.
There's so much happening to our
Whoever's
babies.
standing on the front porch.
Even the parents, like we just, did a show on that. Like the parents unaliving their children and stuff now. Under distress, I don't know, postpartum maybe, or I don't know what to deal with these fathers and stuff like that, but
it ain't the baby's
just
fault, man.
It's too much.
Maybe the teachers need to take a class or something. We have a video of a teacher actually calling police on a student.
Yes,
Just
man.
because she wouldn't apologize.
Because she didn't
was she
apologize.
acting a Karen or what?
She was caring too much.
Now
You
she
see
should
the
have been
skin
charged.
color.
The teacher should have been charged just for making a call like that.
Exactly.
And they should be fired or at least on desk duty for even putting that girl in handcuffs because she didn't do anything.
Exactly.
What did she do?
Because she didn't apologize, she get handcuffed. Do we have a video on that?
I believe we do.
I swear to God, I hate you. I swear to God, I hate you, bro. You're the worst teacher ever. You can get me taken out of handcuffs because I want to apologize. Because I want to apologize. You started yelling at me. You trying to embarrass me about my paper. You're a terrible teacher.
Is somebody recording this? Oh, everybody is.
I hope you're recording this
Everybody.
because that's ridiculous.
Yes, that really
For
is.
letting this shit happen. She sit here and say she loves black people and stuff, but you
You
let this happen to her?
Come on now. No, you yelled at her first.
You yelled at her first, but you want her to
You yelled at me
apologize. It doesn't make any
first.
sense. You hear everybody say, I have grades, my GPA, I graduated, I had grades. I'm not no dumb bitch. I'm not stupid, Dr. V. The whole class.
I'm so bad.
Anybody?
You were yelling at her. You were yelling at her. That's ridiculous.
That's BS.
I'm saying.
BS.
I'm like.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry.
That's.
No.
She should get charged for making that phone call.
And you noticed that the class looked like it was black.
It was
She said you tried to embarrass her over. She
Jordan.
said, I hate you. You tried to embarrass
African-American.
me over a picture. Over my paper. She said, I'm a 3-point-something student. Just because I didn't apologize to you, you yelled at me first. The whole class is saying that. My thing is the police hear that the class is saying that. And he still keeps her and detains her. That's bullcrap, man. That's BS.
Took her
BS.
out in handcuffs.
It's embarrassing, man. That make you not even want to come back to school. That's wrong. That's because man, the color skin she is.
I want to know what the school is gonna do about it.
Bet she's still teaching.
I tell you that parents, they better get seek an attorney. I would be.
I'd be suing.
I would
too.
I'll be fighting for my daughter in this situation because
she's missing her lesson because of not apologizing.
She finally finna be booked for no reason. Save a reason for me to be booked.
I just don't understand how the teacher could get away with that.
That was crazy.
If anything, they should have been escorting the teacher out.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Like, why would you call, just because a student didn't apologize to you? And why would the police
wasn't fighting and
detain her?
Class.
She wasn't even really disrespectful right there. All she said was she hates you. I would hate you too. I'm going to jail for not saying I apologize. She probably wanted her to say sorry.
Right. And she's saying, like, you yelled at me.
And she wanted to humiliate her because she wanted her to apologize in front of the whole class.
She did a darn good job at it.
So
that's bogus, man.
That's
shout out to that young lady. I hope you came up under that, and I hope that teacher be terminated immediately, expeditiously, in TI words.
Exactly. Terminator.
Get them gone.
Too much teacher and student.
If they ain't touching on them and trying to date them, they trying to embarrass them. It just don't make no sense.
Okay.
It's just ridiculous.
These kids almost don't have a chance, do they? In these schools now. And I don't care if it's public or private. It's going on everywhere. Everywhere.
Okay, Danae, what you have for us?
Okay, moving right along. We're going to talk about 23-year-old Roger Forston. He is the young African-American U.S. airman that was became unalive in the apartment. He was pow by the Florida deputy. Now, there's been discrepancy that I found. I think we do have a video. I don't know which video we have because I tried to come up with the discrepancy where they were saying that one, it showed the body cam of the officer announcing himself and Forston opening the door. But then it was reported that Forston was on a FaceTime call with someone and was saying that they were at the wrong apartment and burst into his apartment and unalived him. So by looking at the video showing the body cam, the other version of the police officers busting in is incorrect. So let's see if we have which video we have here.
New details. The family of a black U.S. Air Force airman who was shot and killed by deputies are hoping to clear his name tonight. They claim the deputies busted into his apartment there in Fort Walton Beach.
Yeah, the sheriff's office claims they were responding to a disturbance between a man and a woman. Fox 35's Marlisa Goldsmith is live in the Alert Center tonight. So, Marlisa, his family is pleading for some answers.
They are, Luann. Senior Airman Roger Forston was shot and killed by an Okaloosa County Sheriff's deputy last week. His family is being represented by civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump, who maintains deputies targeted the wrong apartment and is calling the shooting a, quote, unjustifiable killing. All right, so here's what we know about the situation tonight. Attorney Crump says Forston was FaceTiming a woman when he heard a knock at the door. When he didn't see anyone through the peephole, that's when he grabbed his gun. He asked who was outside and got no response and saw his peephole was blocked. That's when the attorney says a deputy barged in, saw the gun, and shot Forston 6 times. He died at a hospital a short time later. Crump maintains Forston had constitutional rights to have the gun in his home. In a press conference this afternoon, his mother had this message for the sheriff's department.
To the sheriff's department that took my gift that had so many accolades inside of him. To err is human and to forgive is divine. If you have a heart, if you have a niece, a nephew, any young person in your life, tell the truth about my son.
In their own press conference about the shooting, Okaloosa County Sheriff Eric Aiden Maintains the deputy announced himself twice when they got there, and Fortson acknowledged law enforcement before arriving at the door with the gun in hand.
On the correct door, he did not cover the peephole or otherwise obscure its view in any way.
Aiden did not offer any other comments about the case. The deputy involved is on administrative leave, and we're working to get the body-worn camera footage from the sheriff's office tonight. Both FDLE and the local state attorney's office are investigating the shooting. Live in the Fox 35 Alert Center, I'm Marlisa Goldsmith.
On the correct door. He was there by himself. There was no disruption. A correct door.
They said that they received a call of a disturbance. I don't know. Do we have another footage of where they showed the body cam? I don't know if we have that or not. But
Tonight, a Florida sheriff is now responding to a Metro Atlanta family's concerns over the death of their son.
Last week, a deputy in Florida shot and killed 23-year-old Roger Fortson while responding to a disturbance call. 11 Alive's Grace King shares what we have learned so far this afternoon. Grace?
The Okaloosa County Sheriff held a brief news conference where he played the body camera video and explained what they can at this point. He says there haven't been any decisions as to whether the deputy's actions were justified or not.
Sheriff's office on the door.
On Friday, an Okaloosa County Sheriff's deputy knocking on Roger Fortson's door and identifying himself.
Mr. Fortson's comments indicate that he did acknowledge it was law enforcement at the door, and he arrived at the door with a firearm in his hand.
The body camera shows within a second of Fortson opening the door and the deputy saying step back, the deputy opened fire, killing the senior airman.
They see him with his legally registered gun. They just shoot. They shoot 6 shots into his body.
The Florida Department of Law Enforcement will conduct the criminal investigation that's required under these circumstances to determine whether the shooting was justified.
I want to assure you that we are not hiding, covering up, or taking action that would result in a rush to judgment.
But that investigation can't bring Roger back.
He shot up. Our baby was shot up.
Mika Fortson thinks of her son Roger as a gift. He graduated from McNair High School in DeKalb County in 2019 and then joined the Air Force, where he served as a senior airman.
My baby was my everything. Where we come from, you don't end up where Roger ended up.
She hopes the sheriff's office will be held accountable.
Please clean my baby reputation.
And the sheriff said he's seen comments claiming that the deputy went to the wrong apartment and burst through the door. He says the body camera video shows those statements are false, and he's confident in the state's ability to now investigate the facts no matter where they lead.
Okay. And
why would they go to a door that's nobody's there but him?
Exactly.
Why would they go if there's no disruption there? You know, this is a cover-up.
It's a cover-up.
Allegedly. It's a cover-up.
It's the same thing they do to all our black men. Our young black men, older black men. They need to take the what they said at the peephole was covered up. It's got to be a fingerprint.
That a call came in. He was answering to a call of a disturbance at that address.
Okay.
So that's the normal call. You're gonna go if I call a police now that it's a disturbance at such and such an address, they're gonna go there. That's what they have to do.
Okay,
not be that trigger happy.
What happened
No, not being. But I think police officers need to be trained, and he shouldn't have been trigger happy.
What happened to the warning? Because a lot of them I see.
You're supposed to say, put your weapon down.
Yeah, put your weapon down. What
Right.
happened to that warning?
He wasn't policing.
Because a lot of them get that warning, and some of them still run, and then they end up just capturing them and taking them in.
I've seen Caucasian people pull out a gun on them, and they don't get shot.
I wonder
It's a lot of
I
them.
wonder how long this officer been on the force. Like, is he a rookie? Do he know? I think some officers need more training. They panic. You know, they see a person with a firearm, and it wasn't in a threatening manner at all. But however, you see a person with a weapon and just automatically boom, boom, boom. Like a reflex, just that quick reaction. Because just the fact of seeing this person with a firearm in his hand, I'm gonna
As I
tell you
said
like
again,
this:
what
if
happens
you're gonna
to put
be
your weapon down?
Exactly.
Right.
I'm with you on that one.
right,
Where the
I mean,
warning
I
at?
agree. I agree. You should have the warning, but like I said too, if the officer panicked in panic mode, I'm just gonna tell you like this: I'm not in their shoes, but if I see a person in front of me with a firearm, I don't care where you got it facing, and I'm not justifying nothing because he should have been warned. These officers need more training. They need to know how to handle these situations. And when they come across somebody with a firearm, they can't be quick to take a life. They shouldn't do that.
I heard that there was a disturbance going on. You know, what if he we got the right to defend ourselves too and protect ourselves. So therefore, he's just as well as the police officer.
Yes,
so
right.
back again, how I said it. What happened to put your weapon down because he has the right to protect his domain?
Yes, he does.
Right.
And
He had a
I believe
registered firearm.
that door. I mean that
Peephole got a fingerprint on it.
That peephole was covered.
I know it was. That's what made him even grab the gun. I mean the blicky. That's what made him do that. Because
I don't know. I'm not gonna say if it was or wasn't, because from what I saw in that video, I didn't see that.
I just want them to take the peephole off. Get the fingerprints.
And I saw the officer standing back.
But those were cut off. Do you see
I
that
mean,
those were
I
cut off?
The video chopped up.
It doesn't
Yeah,
go
video-
straight.
Nothing concurrent.
Right.
Wasn't none concurrent.
All the way
about
through.
the video.
Right.
No.
But
You notice
I'm
that?
going to say this too, though. If the officer announced himself, and this is just me, if I'm a black man and I know what's going on today, I'm going to sit my weapon down before I even open up the door.
Not me.
I
No,
would.
they have- a lot of people have
I
got-
wouldn't even take that chance because you don't know how these officers look how they're firing on, unaliving our black men today or black people period today. This is happening too much. But we need to start being in a way to where, or acting in a way to we don't give them that chance or to what I'm trying to say.
I don't know.
They got people that even
Because
disguise
I see people
themselves
without
as
guns.
It's a lot of people that
My
ain't got them home invasions where they was impersonating a police officer.
What about the people that's getting unalived without things on them? What about the people that's getting unalived without weapons on them? So we
But
can't.
that's what
We
I'm
have
saying.
a right to bear arm. That young man had his thing down to his. He's covering the peep. This all you gotta do is go get the fingerprint off the peephole. Get the fingerprint off the peephole. You do what they gonna take his finger and put it up there and say touch his own peephole. He obviously felt like he was nervous about something, and it's all the facts points to they was not policing. Then if you gonna pow, why 6 times?
Right, it was over.
over.
It was a over unalive.
Yeah.
And it didn't even have to happen because, like you said, there should have been a warning. Like when he told him to step back, he should have said, "Put your weapon down."
Exactly.
And that's really all that needed to be done, because he didn't have it in a threatening manner at all. He had it to the side, pointing down to the floor.
I didn't even know about this. This is messed up.
So I mean,
Go fight
I
for-
want
go fight for
justice.
your country, then you come back here and this happens.
Right. But I hope
23
this
years
family
old.
gets justice. I do hope that the family seeks, get their justice, for this.
23 years old. Wow.
That is just sad.
23. A U.S. airman. Wow.
That 20, that's rare.
We don't fight for the country and then come here and this would happen.
Go protect this country and come back and now he unalive. That's bull, man. That's what I Who? Moving on.
I don't
moving
know.
on. What
But
else you got
I'm
for
telling
us
you,
than
these
that?
officers need to get trained.
They need to be held accountable.
They need to be held accountable, but they need more training.
He shouldn't be able to be at work right now. He shouldn't be at no desk duty. He should be
Aren't
terminated.
Don't they get funding? Aren't there funds going to these to the police departments and stuff?
We
They
should just
be
all
able-
gang up on them. Come on now. Let's get the police. They're a gang. That's all they do. They shoot first. Listen, I got beat by the police. He literally came into my home and beat me. Stitches in my head, dragged the handcuffs on my arm. I got thrown in jail for 5 days. Because mistaken identity. Some guy was in Walmart stealing. We had the same colors on. He beat me inside of my house. My mother there, my sisters and brothers, they did me dirty. I can't stand them.
Was any accountability?
No.
Oh, excuse me. You got the wrong person.
Oh, yeah. Go. They said my mama told them I should start wearing a wig.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
My mama told them that they said I should start wearing a wig. That was in my police report.
My God.
Come on, man. It's just crazy out here, man. That's
Are you
not.
kidding me?
I promise you. Call your sister. When we get done with this, ask about that. She gonna have you tripping off that story. I got the video.
Oh, my God.
He chased me. I stopped at a red light. He still didn't get out the car to get me. He waited till I got home, kicked my door in, and beat me. 10 stitches in my head, 22 bruises later, 5 days in the county. No justice, because they thought I was a guy. So they don't always do their job right.
They don't, and they do harass. I would say that they harassed, and they, could just pick with you, or pick on you. I know when I was younger, and I was drive, my parents' cars, and so back then they had more of the bigger luxury cars and stuff, and I used to get stopped a lot. And I had on this, I would never forget, right over there by Speed Queen. I would never, ever forget this. I was coming up, this that 12th Street, over there by the Speed Queen. It was like kind of early during the day, early afternoon. This officer pulls me over. I didn't do anything now. I know I didn't do anything right. It was summer. I had on, this was one of my best little outfits. So I always remember it. It was a little jean outfit. Back then, I wasn't heavy set like this. I had more of a little body. So I had on a little bitty skirt. It was a little mini skirt jean outfit. It was so cute. And I thought I was looking cute too. So I don't even lie. Okay. So anyway, the officer pulled me over. And I'm like, okay, what did I do? But do you know he made me get out? No alcohol. You can't smell nothing to do with alcohol. Nowhere. He made me get out of the car, walk a line, and he checking me out. And I see this. You know what I'm saying? And I have to walk, in the line, with the heel to toe thing or whatever. Turn around. He had me put my arms out and touching and stuff like that. And I'm like, what did I do? Like, what is this for?
He had you
like, you don't see alcohol. You don't smell any alcohol. Like, what was this about? Weird. And he literally had me stay. I stayed pulled over for, I think like a good 15 minutes. He went back to his car. I don't know what he was doing. I didn't know the purpose of that at all. And I was driving a Mercedes, which now that's all you see now is none but a lot of Mercedes, the big cars and stuff. Back then you didn't see it so much, right? Especially for blacks, you know what I'm saying, young blacks and stuff. So but I always got harassed, and he could never tell me. He never told me like literally like why he pulled me over and had me do all that stuff.
He probably was just being weird.
And I was like, what was the purpose of that? Just to harass me. Yeah. Just to harass me. And that happened to me on occasions. I remember my father had this pretty burgundy red top Lincoln Continental. Love that car. But I used to get pulled over more in that car, I think, than the Mercedes.
We have good cops, but what are we going to do about the bad ones?
It's so far-fetched to get the good ones. You be just thinking they all messed up. And that's bad to think like that. You can't trust them. They supposed to protect and serve us, but they do the opposite most times.
Yeah. But you know what? You just have to take your chance. Because when you need to call them, you have to call them.
Yeah, buddy. Well,
and hope.
Hopefully we...
Look, on a prayer that you send me the good one.
Okay.
On a prayer.
That's what you have to do now.
On a prayer.
Righty, Spidey.
Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on along. So, situation we have right here in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee. These are our homeless, I'm going to say homeless campers. So these are people that are been staying in the park and ride lots over on Holt and College Avenue. And I believe we have a video. Let's see if we have a video on this here.
We begin with a 12 News investigation. We've learned the state is about to kick out campers at 3 Milwaukee park and ride lots along I-94.
The State Department of Transportation issued notices to those staying at the 2 lots at College Avenue and the lot at Holt Avenue. And that is where 12 News' Nick Bohr is joining us live tonight. Nick, they've been told that they have about a week to move out.
Many of the people living here say they would be homeless without this, but they've been given a letter by the State Department of Transportation telling them to get all the property out of here by May 16th, or it'll be removed for them. With the din of I-94 just feet away, it's hardly a desirable place to camp. But for close to 100 people, 3 park and ride lots on the south side of Milwaukee have become home.
I can't live in my vehicle. I'm handicapped. I have no income. There's a lot of people here who are struggling.
Kate is among them, here for a few months trying to get back on her feet. But they've all been put on notice by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation that they have to move everything out by next Thursday, or it'll be towed and cleared out.
Why they can't help us instead of just kicking everybody to the curb and ticketing us. That's not gonna, we can't even afford to take care of ourselves. How are we gonna pay a ticket?
We've been reporting on the growing encampment since last summer. Nate arrived in December.
I've got to get this trailer legal and my truck fixed and able to pull it and then find somewhere to relocate to, which I'm not really sure. It's about a week away, so.
Milwaukee County's Homeless Outreach is working with the temporary residents here, trying to connect them with housing. They tell me they're working with the state to delay the forced removal set for next week until they can secure that housing for the people remaining here, because, as Nate says, they've run out of options. Where's everybody going to go? I mean,
in the streets, basically. We park somewhere on your block until we get probably taken to jail, car towed, that kind of stuff.
So, Nick, the state DOT is saying that people living there are violating state law.
Right. They say that the lots are technically part of the highway right-of-way, and since camping isn't allowed on the highway, it's not allowed here either. In a statement late this afternoon to 12 News, the DOT said they're working with county outreach workers trying to secure permanent housing, saying the encampments, quote, pose significant health and safety risks for the unsheltered, the neighboring communities, and the traveling public.
Nick Bohr reporting live for us in Milwaukee tonight.
Yes, and that was our Channel 12.
What do you see? They're taking care of the areas. You don't see a lot of trash, dirt. What harm is they doing?
Exactly. What harm?
I mean, I'm watching. They're keeping it clean and neat. I didn't hear there were no police called to the scenes for anything. No DVs, no disturbances, none of that.
No alcohol bottles and stuff.
What
out there.
harm
That's
is they
cold,
doing? And they're cleaning their area.
That's cold callous, man. That's dirty, dude. Wisconsin needs to do way better, man. Like, they just gonna put all those people out like that? That's just wrong. He said,
who are they doing harm to?
Nobody. And they're keeping the area clean and everything.
And they all right in that area. Little area.
And their solution for everything is jail. Mental illness, jail. Homelessness, jail. Keep ticking and ticking until the tickets just rise to put them
Why would you
in
ticket
jail.
them? Evidently, they don't have
the money. She said it.
And that's what it's going to do. The ticket's going to pile up till now you're in jail status.
Yep.
Right.
You right, TT. They do just want to send you to jail. Everything is jail.
And the only little home that they have, you want to pull it away.
Big as this circle. They got it clean, like you said.
You want to pull it away.
That's wrong.
You come up with a solution first.
Yes.
That's what
exactly. And I hope that the outreach, I hope that they are really working with the state, and I hope and pray that they did put a delay.
Me too.
On the removal for it. Yeah, an extension on it.
They can come up with something.
Because that's tomorrow.
Oh my goodness, yes it is.
That tomorrow is the 16th.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't see a lot of trash nowhere. They're keeping it clean.
They actually all look kind of well
really-
kept too. The people actually look kind of well kept too.
Man, that just really like broke my heart. But we have to, Wisconsin have to do better because there's
Man.
no reason for that.
It's just sad.
Go to
No
Illinois,
reason
they
for
got
that at
places for
all.
the homeless. It's ridiculous. They just put those people out like that. Man, I hope they do get extension for a few months to the end of the
Right.
summer or something. At least till they get approved for
And
housing.
find- yeah, get some type of placement. You know, and the assistance that they need to get on their feet.
See, Wisconsin ain't fair. We got all these big old buildings downtown and all that type of stuff in the middle of the city. They could be turning those to homeless places for the homeless.
Oh
people.
no, that's gonna go to the rich.
They
They got to build up downtown. That stuff is gonna be $2,000 a month.
Well, they got a
lofts and
whole bunch
everything
of other
else.
big empty buildings. They
Yeah.
can brownstone them. You know,
Yeah.
brownstone them where they gut them out and then use it. They're just sitting there.
They just sitting there.
Just for
If
years
they-
and years, brownstone them.
Right. And if they brownstone or gut them out, what you think they gonna do? It ain't.
That's
It's not
just
going
dirty.
to no homeless. Wisconsin try to get their money.
That's the problem now.
Try to get their money however they can.
Well, fix these potholes. Y'all owe me
And-
some money.
Right. They got all these potholes and tearing up our cars. They make
It's a shame the potholes changing your radio station.
Oh my God, that's so
making
true.
Check engine light, come on.
Making all these what the guys?
But you better hope the muffler stay on.
I'm trying to told you. Got them people moving them trailers and stuff. That's wrong, man. God got y'all back. I hope it works out for
man
y'all.
getting rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tire prices, dude. People get new tires every other day. The people who own the tire shops now, that's the smartest thing to do. They worrying about the wrong stuff. Find somewhere for these people to go, man.
Exactly. Didn't you have anything else?
Huh? No, that's
Okay.
it. That's it for
Well,
me.
I want to bring
for
up a
today.
couple things, y'all. Okay, did you hear about Nita Baker canceled 15 minutes before the show?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
None of her team said anything. She ever said anything. And I think that Nita Baker, you need to give an apology. You need to sing your apology song for free. I apologize. Sing your apology song for these people free. Their people had to get babysitters and everything else. And the matter of fact,
They get their money back. Don't they get a refund? No.
I think
If
so.
not, shame
I
on
think-
you, Anita
I
Baker.
bet she gonna.
Shame on you. You will never,
They gonna
they'll
have to give
never
them people their
come to
money
your
back.
concert.
They're gonna
again.
get, but then what about the people that paid for the babysitters? They went and gas to get there. Some of them even
Bought new outfits.
Took
with the last little change they
With
had.
Yeah. What about they said she has gotten mean allegedly. Said she mean. Look what she did to Babyface. He's not even problematic. You know what I'm saying?
She getting
She
older.
didn't want him on the same stage.
That's what I had
as her,
said.
allegedly.
Probably get everybody
You know,
don't do well with getting older.
Maybe she needed to take up a residency in Vegas or something, and then maybe not that won't work because they said she hours and hours late.
Well, she could be going through changes.
Well, maybe she need to just
Mentally.
sit it out.
Just leave it alone, cause you don't do nobody like that 15 minutes
She's
before.
hard coming. She needs to sit it out then. You know.
It's time to quit, Anita. Hey, big, you did your big one, honey. But anytime you
But
cancel
you know
15
what?
minutes
She
over.
could be going through some kind of mental type of thing or onset
That's what
of
it sound like because
some type of
this, and they
illness.
saying she's acting mean and disrespecting the fans and stuff. You know, allegedly. So maybe something is going on.
Anita Baker won't
Right.
smoke.
They need to really look into that.
Yeah.
Her family or whatever. Like if she's going through changes like that, it could be something more medically. So
Mentally too.
yeah.
Then there's DJ Academics allegedly getting sued for defamation and SA. People, we gonna do some research and maybe we'll bring that to you. Next week we might do a segment on truckers, the life of trucking.
Oh yeah. My best friend is a truck driver.
Yes, it is more women getting out there, truck driving and stuff.
Yeah.
And the things that people see and do out there while you're trucking.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, y'all gonna be getting some truckers in trouble.
Yeah. I be seeing some stuff out there though.
They're gonna be like, oh no, my husband is a trucker.
What they call them?
He may be doing what?
Lock lizards. We're gonna know the meaning of those. So people, stay tuned for that. So
yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I want to hear more about these lock lizards
and what they actually see out there on that road and what they do. I heard it's pretty hilarious. And people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And people, don't forget to support the book. The Untold Story of the One That Got Away. That's my autobiography. I ran into a serial a strangler from Milwaukee. He unalived a lot of women.
Right.
And I wrote the book for the children and the children that lost their moms and the women that lost their lives, and also for my children too. Right. I started from my childhood into my adulthood.
Right. Please support. Look more into the story of the Northside Strangler, because we really want to bring more exposure to this story.
And awareness, yes.
More exposure to this story, because it's a lot of hidden factors.
Yeah. It was basically swept under the rug, people.
Yeah.
So, okay, well,
we thank you all very much for your support, and we pray and hope that you continue to tune in with
support us. We're gonna give it all we got.